What's going on, guys? Manchester United 1, Leicester 0. It wasn't a great performance, but it was all about the W, man. The Woolwich Wankers are playing at the council house right now, bruv, and they're trading at the empty had. So hopefully by the time this video comes up, their man would have lost and we'll stay ahead of them. And apparently if City win their next game as well and we win our next game, then top 4 could be pending. So I'm gassed. It was a bit of a mad one, to be honest, because like we started well, reasonably well. Marcus Rashford missed an absolute sitter, bruv. Man like beans with the 50p header. Like, it was mad. Luke Shaw, for once in his life, put in a beautiful cross and Rashford's missed at the back post. And I did tell you, man, like, Rashi makes the hard things look easy and the easy things look hard. Like, he'll miss a tap-in, because that's what it was. Last week, he missed a one-on-one. But then, he'll produce moments of magic. So I think that's just a part of his game that you lot are just going to have to get used to. And that's why I didn't slate him last week. I told you lot, like, with him, you just know what you're going to get in it. It comes with the territory. He will frustrate you, man. And what a fucking miss. And a lot of people were getting on to me as well. They were like, oh, you see that cross from Luke Shaw? I told you he can cross. One good cross in 50 doesn't mean you can cross, bruv. Like, his crossing consistency is up there with Lukaku's first touch consistency, bruv. Until I'm seeing him put 6 or 7 quality crosses in a game, don't tell me about man's crossing. And to be able to cross the ball, you first have to get up there. Chilwell today, bruv, both of Leicester's fullbacks were better than our fullbacks. Ashley Young was dog shit, but we'll go back to that. Chilwell today showed man how to play the fullback role. Taking players down the line and crossing it in. Luke Shaw don't get to the byline because he's not fit enough, bruv. It's that simple. The reason why he passes the ball inside and doesn't go down the outside is because he's unfit. I don't care what anyone says, because Ashley Young does the doggies up and down, but he's a shit footballer. If Luke Shaw had Ashley Young's engine, he'd be a Manchester United player, bruv. Chilwell gets to that byline and puts it in. And it's a lot harder to defend when the defender's overlapped, dragged you out, and then he's pulling it back. And it's also easier for strikers, because as a striker, you want to be coming onto the ball. You don't want the ball from coming from behind you, because it gives you more to do. You can use the pace and the direction on the ball when the ball's whipped outwards from in front of you. So ideally, as a fullback, if you watch Kieran Trippier, you want to be getting to the byline. Luke Shaw very rarely gets to the byline. And that's my biggest criticism of the guy, bruv. Loads of people saying he had a fantastic game. 7 out of 10 is not a fucking fantastic game. That's the bare minimum that you should be putting in a Manchester United shirt at all times. You lot remember who we are, please. I'm not trying to hear this fantastic game. Apart from that cross that he put in and the block that he made in the first half with him and Bailly put their bodies on the line, it was much to do about nothing, innit? So I think that Chilwell is the blueprint for what a fullback should be, bruv. Like, I believe that he's ahead of Luke Shaw in the pecking order for England, bruv. I think Luke Shaw will start ahead of him because he plays for Manchester United, but he's not a better player. And as for Ashley Young, we need to break the bank for Wan-Bissaka, bruv, at Crystal Palace. Positive, attacking right back, and he goes at his fullback. Like, something Luke Shaw doesn't do, he don't take you down the outside. Wan-Bissaka will get the ball and he will charge at you and he'll make you earn your fucking money. So 40-50 mil, I reckon it would cost, but it's worth it, man. Like, future England right back after Kyle Walker for sure, or even Kieran Trippier, because they're both in their late 20s. I think Kyle Walker might be 30. So I think that he's definitely England's future right back, and it's worth investing the peas in him, man, because he's a real player. Even though Rashi fucked up that header, what a goal he scored, bruv. Paul Pogba oozing, like I told you, man, already. All of this Pogba out, get out the club, not fit to wear the shirt shit. That's why I started the hashtag Pogba's fault. Because man want to blame Pogba for everything, blood. Like, France lost in the rugby yesterday, man want to blame Pogba, rude boy. That's just what it is. But what a pass over the top to Marcus Rashford. Absolute scenes. Super dink over the top. Marcus brought that down, bruv. When he brought that down, that had snow on it, that had sauce on it, bruv. And just a great finish. Dispatch that. You forget about the chance that he missed because he scores that. And that's Marcus Rashford in a nutshell. Oi, did I mention that Ashley Young was fucking shit? Like, I don't know if I have, blood. But yeah, he was terrible, innit? His age, his ability, all these things point to him not being good enough to play for Manchester United, blood. He's not fit to wear the shirt. And it makes me sick. This better be his last season. I heard he's getting a year extension. But I'm not really trying to fucking see that, bruv. The guy's diabolical. I think all in all, like, De Gea had one save to make. Their keeper didn't make many saves. It was a game of just in between the lines, bruv, really. Like, in between the two, let's just say the middle third was where all the action was. Final third, fuck all happening on both sides. Alexis Sanchez, he's shown you that he wasn't worth the fucking piano lessons, mate. He's been fucking atrocious. Like, he's got no pace anymore. I don't know what's happened. He doesn't take on his fullback. So having him on the left-hand side is a waste of a body. Like, it really is. You need to play him on the inside or you don't play him. Like, the guy's been terrible, and when we signed him, I was super excited. I've tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, but he's not acclimatizing to a new league. He's played here for long enough. Man, have to look at it for what it is, bruv. He could possibly be the worst signing in the history of the club, purely based on the amount of money that he's on. Like, the amount of money he's on, he needs to be making an impact at our club the way Mo Salah's making an impact at Liverpool. That's the kind of impact, or an Aguero impact. Like, that's the kind of impact man's supposed to be making for 350 bags a week. Like, it's unacceptable. If man wanted to hire a professional dog walker, I'm sure we could have found a cheaper one somewhere else. I think the main problem with our game today was our ball retention. And I think Nemanja static, bruv, like, it's on him again. Like, a lot of players have improved under Oli. I think he's improved, but he showed his limitations today. When you stick it on Matic, yeah, he doesn't want it. You put this guy under pressure, he's fucking horrible. He's a horrible player, man. So, I don't know, we're in a situation where today he just kept giving the ball away. He's not very inventive with his passing. Like, he always chooses the easy pass, and then even that, he fucks up sometimes. I think he's someone, if we want to kick on, we have to be looking to upgrade on him, because in games like this, the midfield's very important. And I think if we controlled it a bit better, this could have been an easy game for us, because they offered fuck all in an attacking sense. And boy, Romelu Lukaku come off the bench, and I think he's the only player here that comes off the bench here as an impact man and impacts us negatively, bruv. Every time he comes off the bench, we look shitter. So man's not even a good squad player. It's ridiculous. Like, because he is a stat merchant, if he starts games for us, more often than not, he'll probably score on stat pad. But from the bench, you really see how shit this guy is, bruv. There was an opportunity where Ashley Young bombed forward and done the one good thing that he probably did all game. Lukaku's down the middle, standing there with his arms out, yeah, pass me the ball, surrounded by 3 players. All he needed to do was bomb into the channel, and the fucking numpty, he was breathing out of his arse. The bro looked like he'd been playing for 90 minutes plus stoppage time, and he'd been on the pitch for 5 minutes. Like, this is the kind of shit that is just not acceptable at the club. Like, it's not acceptable. Like, we're 1-0 up, we've been under the cosh, stretch play, waste a bit of time, bruv. You just take it to the corner flag or make the run for us to hold the ball. Ashley Young ended up turning the ball over because that idiot didn't move. And for the casual fans, they'll look at it and say, yeah, Ashley Young lost the ball. But the honest truth is, it wasn't his fucking fault, bruv, because Lukaku didn't give him the option. So that guy, like, I think we need to just cut our losses with him in the summer, because he's absolutely woeful, bruv. He's woeful. Yeah, he will score goals, but so will most of you guys in this team, because it's a very good team. Like, we need to stop overrating what he gives us, bruv, because it's not very much. And it's brought on to relieve pressure late in games, and he adds pressure, because if you gave him a belt, he couldn't hold up a pair of fucking trousers, blood. That's how useful the guy is. And if it's not scoring tap-ins, like, he's void, innit, in this system, in this squad. And I'm not trying to hear no more excuses. You lot can come out with your stats and your numbers and that, bruv. As I said, the numbers are for the accountants, innit? Like, back in the day, we judge footballers on what we saw, innit? Nobody knows how many goals R9's got in how many games. Nobody knows how many assists Zidane used to get a season. Man don't know all these things. When you see a worldie, you know a worldie, innit? Man only started talking about numbers because Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo were doing such fuckeries with statistics, yeah, that people had to start analysing it. But before these two men, all the greats of the game, we weren't talking about goal to game ratios, how many assists, how many take-ons, because that don't matter. Now, if you know football, you know a baller by watching one, innit? And Lukaku's not one, bro. And imagine we're under the cosh and then man bring on Quagmire. Philip fucking Jones. Bro, when I saw his number go up on the board, my arse nearly fell out. I was thinking, you know what, we're holding on. We're gonna fucking lose this now. I was waiting for a cross to come in, yeah, and Phil Jones to punch it onto his own head and for it to go in. Luckily, that didn't happen, but I want to know what these guys see in Phil Jones, because I'm sure Smalling was fit. And for me, if all of our defenders are fit, Phil Jones don't make the matchday squad, innit? And I said to you guys, my only reservation with Ollie and Carrick was that, is he going to keep Phil Jones in this squad longer than he needs to be there? Same with Ashley Young, because they're close to these players. There's the English connection. There's Carrick used to be in the dressing room connection, and Phelan was there when both of these men were brought to the club. So does he have a soft spot for these men? That was my only concern, innit? And bruv, like, it's a real concern because them man are shit. On performance-wise today, I have to say Paul Pogba was the best of a bad bunch, innit? Like, and when I say bad, I mean 7 out of 10. No one was terrible, but Paul Pogba always stands out, bruv. Like, he's the best centre midfielder in the world, innit? He's the most complete player. He gives you something that no other player in the world can give you, because he contributes defensively and he contributes going forward. I think I saw a stat that he's been involved in 20 goals in the last 20 games, innit? Like, that's goals and assists. And that's mad. That's very mad. And most of them are under Ollie. Most of them are under Ollie. The guy's different gravy, innit? Like, today there was an opportunity where we were under the cosh in added time and Pogba's picked up the ball in his own half and driven 30, 40 yards with it and won a foul, won a free kick. No other midfielder in the world is going to give you that, plus his passing range, plus his dribbling, plus his shooting, plus his heading, plus his engine. You're not getting that nowhere else. Man, I'm talking about Kevin De Bruyne, but when you look at their statistics per 90 minutes, Kevin De Bruyne is nowhere near Paul Pogba, and he plays in a better team. So they are very different players, but put respect on Paul Pogba's name, innit? He gets into any starting 11 in the world, bruv. So my guy PP, hashtag Pogba's fault. It's never Pogba's fault. Trashley Young, get the fuck out of the club, blood. Like, man don't need to say much more than that. And then, lastly, I'm not going to pick one. I'm going to say the duo of Lindelof and Bailly, bruv. My guys. Eric Bailly's a madman, innit? African warrior. Like, he blocked a shot with his face, blood. 50 mile per hour shot, and Eric Bailly's put his head in there, rattled his brain. I don't know, innit? He's mad. Like, he's our answer to Nemanja Vidic. Yeah, Nemanja Vidic. Well, I don't know why I got Matic in my head. Matic is trash. Yeah, Nemanja Vidic, bruv. Like, Lindelof is the real cool, calm, collected, cultured footballer, and Bailly is just a loose cannon, innit? Like, and that's just what it is. There's another opportunity where he went to block the ball with like his knee and his head at the same time. The guy's mad, innit? But I've got time for it. And Big Vic, the Viking, as usual, cool as you like, done his job well, marshalled well, covered well for both the fullbacks, because Shaw and Ashley Young both got beaten a bit too easily a few times. He was immense, bruv, and I just think that them two together, like, we're on to something. We do need another centre-half, but, boy, I don't know. If these two get a run of games, I think that we could be saved a lot of money on a first-choice centre-half or a top-notch centre-half, and we could get rid of fucking Quagmire and Rojo, and maybe just bring in a good centre-half that will start most games, but we can bring in or out. But for me, if Lindelof and Bailly are both playing at top capacity, neither of them are bench players. Guys, so in the comments, let me know what you think about the match reaction. Who do you think played well? Who do you think didn't play well? Did I miss anyone out? What do you think of Chilwell as well? I think he's a bad boy left back. Also Wan-Bissaka as right back. What do you guys think about that? Who was your man of the match? Obviously, I've chosen Paul Pogba, and that's not just because I'm biased, because I am, but he was our best player. Let me know what you think about the reaction, any points I've touched on that you want to comment on, ones I've missed. You know I'm always in the comment section answering and replying, so keep it interactive. Hit that like button. Make sure you sub. Make sure you follow me on Twitter and Insta. I'm doing a Rants Red Talk. I'm gonna put the link for the Insta and the Twitter in there. Make sure you're on the Twitter, because I always put out a question and then I get you lot to drop me the topics. So if you want to be involved in that, make sure you're following up the Twitter. It's been emotional. Another 3 points. Hopefully the Woolwich Wankers lose and we stay above them, and then the banter bus is back around.